Teens are losing faith in the American dream. Young people's attitudes and feelings about social mobility have grown bleaker, a new study suggests. Big change from 15 years ago. I said this before, but my father had 2 full-time jobs and 1 part-time job, a family, and he had all that stuff because he had a dream to have a family and give us a roof over our heads and have a steady income to support us. My brother lived with our grandmother, and I still live with my father. My sister is the only one who doesn't live with a family member. God, we're such losers. But putting that aside, my father completed his dream because he had a family and supported it for a long time. Now it is socialism time, and the new dream is to not have a dream. Get on Section 8 housing, get on welfare, no family, just you and your gay boyfriend banging cheeks, and that's it. Once standard home feature is now going away. The dining room has gone from a must-have to being a waste of space. What did I tell you? No family, no necessary use for the family dining room. Clinton, my wealth is a secondary concern to voters. In New Hampshire, she describes her family as blessed, but acknowledges her middle-class roots. Now listen to this. How rich is Donald Trump exactly? The businessman and reality TV show star who says he is running for president will have to disclose his personal finances, likely several billion. See, Clinton says her wealth is only a secondary concern and nobody seems to give a shit. But when Donald Trump announces he's running for president, it's OMG, OMG, we have to find out how much this rich white Republican makes. Yahoo News is such a liberal website it makes me sick that I get my news from there. Young men more likely to commit hate crimes. Research suggests that 50% of those who carry out hate crimes are under the age of 25. Black people are given a free education, free housing, and 100% job opportunity. 100% opportunity for a job, no matter if they can or can't do it, based solely on the fact that if they don't get the job, they can cry racism, as opposed to a white person who has to have experience. If favoring one race over another is your definition of equality, well, you, my friend, are absolutely 100% delusional, and it makes people angry that this favoritism can be passed off as equality, and some people actually do something to take their frustration out, and people have to suffer because of liberals and their ass-backwards, hypocritical, double-standard racism. Sitting too long can increase anxiety, studies find. Spending lots of time in a sedentary position during a commute in front of a computer or TV can put you at risk. Obama must have anxiety then because he spends a lot of time sitting on the decision to acknowledge ISIS as Islamic extremists, according to pundit fact. Thousands stage anti-austerity march in London. Protesters call for halting spending cuts in the first major demonstration since David Cameron's election. Children are being affected. In economics, austerity is the policy of reducing government budget deficits. But listen to this. Gay male couples enter high hurdles to fatherhood. While it's easier for male couples to marry, they have to go out of their way to become fathers. Interesting how when it comes to government, people tend to acknowledge that it might affect the children somehow. But like I said before, being gay is all about the environment. So when gay dads adopt a kid, he sees how they act and he might want to grow up and become gay himself. That doesn't seem to take the same worry about the children. If straight men are called cisgender, what are gay men called? Cisgender. Bob Costas said Caitlyn Jenner getting an ESPY award for courage is just a class exploitation play. I happened to look up what an ESPY award is. An ESPY award, short for Excellence in Sports Performance Yearly Award, is an accolade presented by the American cable television network, ESPN, to recognize individual and team athletic achievement and other sports-related performance during the calendar year preceding a given annual ceremony. Now this was given out because of the decision she made to become a she. It confuses me that she got a sports award for it, because the only way the sex change operation would have anything remotely to do with sports would be if during the operation, when the doctor cut off the private parts, they made it into the basket, waste basket. So I do agree with Bob. It is just exploitation. A woman in Lima, Peru bravely stepped onto the train tracks to rescue a dog, but because jumping onto the tracks is illegal, she could be fined or even sued. How do you like that? A woman faces consequences for breaking the law, no matter how much it may have boosted her morale. Maybe we could learn something. No matter how much bringing immigrants over here may boost the morale of some, the law has to be followed, and they cannot come here illegally. Israeli Interior Minister's wife tweets racist joke about Barack Obama. The joke is, do you know what Obama coffee is? Black and weak, which I found hysterical, but nevertheless the joke was met with intense criticism, with many not only calling it racist, but also saying it risked doing grievous damage to relations between Israel and the United States. You mean like when Obama said he would blow up Israeli jets if they interfered with Iran getting a nuclear bomb? Obama to give eulogy for slain Charleston pastor. The president knew Clementa Pinckney and will attend his funeral with Vice President Joe Biden. Basically, again, I have the transcript of what the eulogy will sound like, and here it is. I not only knew Clementa as a friend, but also as a guide. I would secretly go and see him to try and cure my gayness. I was almost gone, but he had to go and die. Why does this always have to happen to me?